All around me are familiar faces, worn out places, worn out faces. Riding early for the daily. Hey guys, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you with some Tears for Fears. That was not Gary Jules. Gary Jules I did in a video the other day. Everyone say hello to Dashi, hello Dashi. And then, yeah, that is my referral code. This is the Earth 2 update video. That means the world when you use that referral code. That's also down in the description. Link for Patreon on there as well. That gives me little crumbs of serotonin. Also, apologies about the eye. I still haven't gotten this checked out. I'll get it checked out at some point. When I die, maybe. I don't know. Anyway, there was a lot of stuff, people saying, a lot of kickback yesterday saying about, okay, well, why do you think Earth 2 coin, whatever coin we're gonna get, is gonna outdo the dollar? It's gonna take over. I was like, first, I didn't say that. There's gonna be a market analysis video for you guys, because some people need it. If you're not, skip like another minute in, and then we'll get into the other stuff. But yeah, this is going to be a market analysis video because some people, I think, are just ignorant of certain type of markets. When I say outpace the dollar, that is something that is not hard to do. This hot sauce from rocksauce.co, they're in Canada, this will outpace the dollar. And what I mean by that is that, let's say there's a certain amount of these, right? However much there are, they might make some more. They're definitely going to make more, but they are not going to make 1.9 trillion of them. The value of those will stay the same, or might even go up, whereas the value of the US dollar goes down. Every single year, it goes down. So if we make something, if the developers of this game make a coin, and they call it Ecoin or whatever, even if there is no growth in this game, that is going to outpace the dollar because no more is being made of it. If you have something like I said, Bitcoin, why that outpaces the dollar is because no more can be made. Sure, so others can be mined, but no more can be made. So that's just a little bit of knowledge there that the dollar is on a decline, has been since the creation of the Federal Reserve in 1913, and everything else, at least minimum, stays steady, and good stays steady. And why I think Earth 2, why I'm only investing in Bitcoin in Earth 2, is because at one point when they do come out with that coin, and they say, okay, well, yeah, you're gonna have to pay a certain amount of dollars for a certain amount of coin. Okay, cool, I'll pay that, because I would much rather keep it in a digital currency where it's attached to NFTs, which is the future, as opposed to the dollar, which loses its value each year. Why I keep Pokemon cards, is because that could be sold in anything. You could pay me in gold, pay me in silver. You get a discount if you pay me for Pokemon cards in Bitcoin. This, again, I'm only investing in Bitcoin and Earth 2, because Bitcoin, already $1 trillion. Earth 2, virtual reality, that is a $1 trillion industry. NFTs are another $1 trillion industry. So it's going to happen. Again, in just my opinion, it's not financial advice, I'm not a financial advisor. Just follow up on that video yesterday. And another thing that other people asked me is about this market analysis. Why certain islands, why certain places, and I kind of touched on this yesterday, and what places to buy, what places to not buy. Do not buy in the middle of nowhere. Do not buy in a place that nobody has thought of. If you're looking to buy a place that nobody has thought of, and it's really, really low, okay, it's really, really low for a reason. And if you want to go there to buy all of that up to get the resources in essence for your main project, which you have that are like $20 tile, yeah, by all means, go and do that. A lot of people have been asking me about market manipulation as well, and I think I'm at fault for that, because market manipulation can mean a lot of things. I've said that big institutions are going to come in here and they're going to buy stuff up, so that is my fault. Yes, that I think will happen. Market manipulation at the lower level, yes, it can happen right now. The average Joe, me and you, we can do that. Oh my God, my eye is really bad. I'm so sorry, guys. We can do that, but at the lower level. I did it with Antarctica. Anywhere where Tech Ops goes, or RE Realty goes, or Guidebook Gaming, yeah, they'll do that. You know, again, in the lower levels, British Guy Dork Slayer, they'll do that as well. But if you're going to try to manipulate the market in America, you can't. Again, me, Ari Realty, Guidebook Gaming, Tech Ops, and British Guy Dork Slayer, Confusion Ha. And we will not be able to manipulate the market in America. We just can't. We can do it in the smaller countries that are under $2 a tile, but we just can't do it in the big one. Now, what the institutions will do, and I've gone over this in my gentrification video. If you haven't watched that, please go. That's one of my favorite videos. It's a really good one. What I mentioned is that they will try and be able to buy these tiles, and they'll pay a lot of us for our tiles. And this is not, and it could be with the in-game currency. It could be with the other crypto they have on there. As it was, Dorkslayer did a video on it. We might be able to use something more than just the e-currency. It might be any crypto that we want. Most likely they'll just do their own crypto just because they can. Now, there was 100 million coins in My Neighbor Ashley. You know that, or My Neighbor Alice. That game, the Alice coin. Earth 2 is probably going to have to do a bit more. They might have to do 1 billion or so coins. Why? Because, again, if you have 1 billion coins and there's 100 million people that are going to be playing this game, there's going to be so many, you know, not enough coins to go around. Everyone's going to want all that coin. Now, why it works with Alice is because it's not that popular of a game. And that's why it increased 220%. That's why it went so volatile, went to the moon really, really quickly. Will that happen with Earth 2? If Earth 2 only has 100 million coins that they're using, yes, absolutely. And the developers, if you're watching this, that moment of silence brought to you by me hydrating. Devs, if you're watching this, please do more than 100 million coins. There is going to be such a shortage if you do that. I'll tell you guys why. Everyone's not at the devs anymore. If they have someone that's 100 million coins, they're going to keep 20 million of them for themselves. That leaves only 80 million for the rest of us, and that is not enough. There's going to be people, again, some of the heavy hitters. This is before big institutions get in. This is just with 300,000 of us or so, 350, whatever it is. And we're all going to be spending thousands of dollars. I myself am going to be putting minimum 30 grand in this over the next year or so, just because this is where I think the future is. I've seen the future. Everyone comment down below if you've ever seen Gravity Falls. The future is in the past. You look at the past and you can see what's ahead, and that's what this is. So developers, I think, should have even 1 billion coins. I think is too little. But 1 billion coins, if they have that, they're gonna probably keep 20% of what they make. So only 800 million of them will be there for us. 800 million. If we have 1 million people by the end of the year, which it's going to be a lot more than that. Mark my words. You heard it here first. It's going to be a lot more than 1 million people by the end of the year. That means we could only get 800 coins each, which is nothing. And that's if they're worth $1, which they're going to be worth a lot less than $1. So we're going to be, I would say, 10 billion. 10 billion coins might be, because that 10 billion coins, if we do that, we would need about that would be 8,000 coins each. If we all wanted, the float of the coins. Now, at that point, 8,000 coins each. That's if they're $1. But if they're only 10 cents, they're going to need like 100 billion coins. So do not be surprised. Do not get discouraged. Say like, well, there's so much supply in 100 billion. We're never going to take off like we will, like they did in My Neighbor Alice. That is wrong, because My Neighbor Alice doesn't have a lot of people in it. It doesn't have a lot of us in it. And this is, again, before big institutions come. You've seen those graphics. If you haven't, looked that up. Their graphics are like made with Flash animation, and they're okay. Like, again, it doesn't look bad. I'm not talking down on them, but the graphics that this game is gonna show is gonna, they're beautiful. They're so beautiful. And that's not enough. I think they're going to have to, if they only start with 1 billion coins, they're going to have to print a lot more of them. If they can, if that's even possible. So I think that's why this is taking so long, because they want to be ready with their economy. They want to be ready with being able to, all of these different resources, the Essence, the NFTs. Again, there's all the future. So it's just a little market speculation, market analysis. I love you guys. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. I love you guys. Goodbye. Meow.